Hello, St. Mary's, and welcome to Story Time, boys and girls. Hope all is going well. We are winding down, and soon e-learning will be done for the school year, and I am hoping that we start back together at St. Mary's when we come back in August. But today's story I'm reading today is for all the kids who like to play dress up. The girls who wear costumes, the boys who wear their superhero sweatshirts and their capes. So this one is for everyone out there who has an imagination and likes to dress up. So we are reading Sylvia Jean, Drama Queen, written and illustrated by Lisa Campbell Ernst. Sylvia Jean Conley was a drama queen with a costume for every occasion. Comic, tragic, melodramatic, Sylvia Jean lived in a dress-up world. Sylvia Jean believed there was a perfect outfit for every minute of the day, so she was easy to spot around town. Nervous about her dentist visit? She dressed as a superhero. They're brave and have sparkly smiles. In ballet class, she was a swan, elegant and graceful, she sang hopefully. And at the movies, she was a star and called everyone darling over the popcorn lady. But it was the same thing at home. Her father sneezed, she became a hovering nurse. I'm fine, I promise, he assured her. If her little brother cried, she became a circus clown to cheer him up. And when her mother did yard work, Sylvia Jean was a bee. Pollination, she shouted, buzzing through the garden. Very important. Her parents just grew to accept it. And so did the kids at school. For the science fair, Sylvia Jean was Albert Einstein. She became the Statue of Liberty to welcome a new student on the first day of school. I lift my lamp beside the golden door, she called out as he walked in. Who's the kid in the costume? He asked. Oh, don't worry, you'll get used to her, said her friends. And for Groundhog Day, well, you can probably get what costume Sylvia Jean wore then. Yes, no matter of a season, Sylvia Jean thought the world was her stage. And that is why Mrs. McCoy at the grocery store was so excited on Monday. Look, she gushed. The announcement has just been posted. Sylvia Jean and her mother looked. Come one, come all, costume party, presented by Ace's Costume Shop. This Saturday, grand prize to be given to the best costume at 7:00 p.m. Mrs. McCoy hugged Sylvia Jean so hard one of her bananas fell off. Congratulations, she cried. We just know you'll win. I'll have the best costume ever, agreed Sylvia Jean. From that minute on, Sylvia Jean could think of nothing else. Posters were hung all over town. Everywhere Sylvia Jean went, friends pointed them out to her. What will you be? They all wanted to know. Well, I haven't decided, she said, but it will be my very best costume ever. You'll never recognize me? Of course we will, insisted her friends. Early the next morning, Sylvia Jean went to the library to do research. All right, Sylvia. Aha, she said, and she looked at books on all kinds of subjects, from animals to architecture, fairy tales to foreign lands, history to harmonicas. She murmured, well. She made some notes, did some sketches, and checked out a stack of books. Have you decided yet? Asked Mr. Fox the librarian. No, Sylvia Dean said, but it will be fabulous. And you'll never know it's me. But I'd know you anywhere, the librarian said. Not this time, promised Sylvia Jean. But by Wednesday, Sylvia Jean was feeling very nervous. She needed a great idea. I've told everyone this will be my very best costume ever. It should be something big, something fabulous, something unexpected. An astronaut? She'd already done it. An elephant? Been there. Cinderella? Done that. A cheeseburger, chessboard, fairy frog, domino, or dinosaur. She had done them all. Oh dear, Sylvia Jean moaned. On Thursday, Sylvia Jean began to panic. Her mother made suggestions, but it only made things worse. Sylvia Jean hung a do not disturb sign on her bedroom door and then disappeared. I'm not coming out till I've made the perfect costume, she declared, and her parents grew very, very worried. On Friday, the phone kept ringing at the Conley house. No, Sylvia Jean, heard her mother say. I don't know what costume Sylvia Jean will be wearing. Mr. and Mrs. Conley left food outside Sylvia Jean's door, but there it sat, uneaten. She lay on her bed, staring up at the ceiling, and for the first time in her life, Sylvia Jean was without an idea for a costume. Nothing comes to mind, she sobbed, tears rolling down her cheeks. Nothing, nothing, nothing. And then suddenly, Sylvia Jean smiled. On Saturday night, when Sylvia Jean stepped out of her bedroom to leave for the party, her parents gasped. Are you sure you want to go out like that? Her father said. Yes, I'm sure, said Sylvia Jean. Oh my, her mother said uncertainly. Sylvia Jean was able to slip into the party unnoticed, while the owner of Ace Costume Shop made her welcome speech, and now, will the contestants please line up for the judging? She boomed, and a grand costume parade began. There were flowers, monsters, bananas, kitchen appliances, and vegetables, as well as an assortment of royalty. There were tubes of toothpaste, hippies, sports heroes, and hula dancers. Sylvia Jean watched, growing more and more nervous. What would people think? What would people say? Wait, someone called. You can't start judging. Sylvia Jean's not here yet. Yes, she is, said a small voice, and all eyes turned towards it, and the crowd fell silent. Who are you, Mr. Fox? It's me, Sylvia Jean. They all stared at a first time ever sight. Sylvia Jean without a costume. So the crowd erupted into cries of surprise and then applause. It is the best disguise we have ever seen, they shouted. The celebration that followed was grand. A pencil danced with Robin Hood, an angel danced with the banana, and Sylvia Jean danced with everyone. The grand prize? A year's supply of costumes. I think I might wear this costume for a while, Sylvia Jean said with a sly grin. But it's nice to have some new ones ready for another day. So, boys and girls, how about if we get out our I have my boa. How about if we get out our fancy hats and our superhero capes and maybe get some kind of a costume out of our costume boxes? Let's just dress up Let's do something different and let's have fun being someone just a little bit different from the person we usually are. So that's it for story time for the day, boys and girls. I love being here with you, and I look forward to reading again tomorrow night. Good night.